We hope you have enjoyed the footage we were fortunately able to capture of Pat's trains. And I say fortunately because we were notified by the railroad just 5 hours prior to our scheduled production time that a fire had broke out in the yard. So at that point, our producer remotely turned on the boom and drone cam, which allowed us to get real-time information. We could see that our mainline train, the 2025, had been moved, and there was something going on with the tower lighting as well. Now, at this point in the timeline, we are uncertain as to the status of our scheduled 6 a.m. production start time. It's 4 hours away, and we can see Hector, the yard foreman, our railroad liaison, in the burning building. Later on that day, Hector was able to fill in some of the details and explain to us that railroad first responders, ladder company, and car 52 had gotten the fire under control by the time our cameras turned on. The railroad security was pursuing a person of interest, they believe possibly a squatter. That railroad maintenance crews were feverishly working on getting tower power lighting transferred over to the new switching station at the other end of the yard, and that the fire in the old switching station started on the first floor. Hector believes there is some structural damage to the second floor, and that they need more time to distinguish what is smoke damage and what is fire damage. So we wish them the best on that, and are so grateful for the relationship that we have with the railroad. We did have to downscale our production and not able to do a few scenes that we were hoping for, but all in all, we were able to capture the Pat's train collection, I think, and a little bit of backstory on how our video productions work in concert with the railroad. This is footage from the drone cam, and we did have to move it from time to time because the smoke was so severe. This is footage from the boom cam, and we are not proficient in operating remotely these cameras, so that explains a little bit of the poor quality. But you can see in the background what appears to be on the gondola the railroad security actively pursuing someone. Victor on the top of the stairs, and Hector was, according to him, lowered down by ladder company, extension ladder, and Hector at this point is providing some intel. The fire seems not under control from this footage at this time, but Victor is still dousing it out, and Hector is giving Fire Car 52 some instructions, or giving instructions, we're not certain, but there does appear to be an active fire in the building at this point. According to Hector, the fire at this point is under control, and the priority for the railroad is to get the equipment out of the way so we can shoot our video in about 3 hours, and appreciate all that the railroad did to make our video production possible.